Was thinking about frequency. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract the life they want while others stay stuck in cycles that don't shift? Have you ever wondered that, or is that just me? I'm going to shed some light on that. I am Stephanie Oden, and this is where we nurture, inspire, equip, educate, and empower introverted business owners just like you who are making waves quietly and with impact. And I'm going to tap into my electrical engineeringness, not a word, but that's what we do, and blend it with some things that you already know that are related to science and the way things work. As we look at this, frequencies held in close proximity begin to sync. And you might think, well, why is that important? As a business owner, as an influencer, whether it's people, places, habits, or thoughts, whatever you stay close to, you begin to mirror. We're going to dive deep into it and unpack how intentionally you can shift your energy, you can attract opportunities that are your jam, and stop settling for environments that dilute your brilliance. Stop settling for environments where you have to dilute to be digestible and you're actually dimming your light. Lean in, let's go. Frequencies held in close proximity begin to sync, meaning they begin to look like each other. Who you're around changes everything. Let me say this straight out the gate. You're not stuck. You just tuned to the wrong frequency. If you're not getting the things that you want, you just tuned to the wrong frequency. And the beautiful, 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 terrifying truth is frequencies sync, they harmonize. They don't ask for permission, they just do. That's why what you're around and who you're around matters more than you think it does. And this episode is for the ones who they know that they were made for more, but they can't figure out why life keeps echoing back the same noise. And I'm going to drop some things in, and I want you to think. I want you to think frequencies. Now, you might have to stretch a little bit because frequency isn't something that you can see. It is something that can be measured, though. Electrical engineer here, you can measure frequency. You can measure how the radio works. Frequency. We're not shy. We're not timid. We're not needing to be fixed. We are an introvert, and that is our superpower. Introverted AFF. Absolutely fabulous and feisty. Have you ever said this? Don't bring me no mess because I will match your energy. Okay, yeah, I can't see you, but I know that you probably said it. If you're in my circle, we're not. Okay, we are not necessarily quiet, and we will talk when we need to. Like, we will be in your face. So I have said that before, don't bring me no mess because I will match your energy. I've said it. I wasn't thinking. Your words have power, right? And that whole matching energy thing, well, there is a truth to that. But when you have an energy and you're around the energy that's negative and they come bringing BS and you match their energy, baby, you just made the decision to match energy lower than where you want to be. You just decided to sink to their level and you just made the decision to hang out with bottom feeders. Is that what you really want? Is it? Now I'm going to pull from my electrical engineering roots for just a moment. So stay with me. It's not going to be, we're not going to get into any formulas like V equals IR. We're not going to have to go through and figure out the sine waves and the angles. We're not going to do any of that. But stay with me because this is powerful, really powerful. And at the time, I didn't know it. Everything has a frequency. One of the reasons why I started looking at essential oils because I was amazed that plants have frequency and that they help our frequency. One of the things I loved about lab was when we got to put the scope up and we got to see the frequency. Like, it's not just theory. That frequency happens and everything has a frequency. You ever been next to somebody and you're like, man, I'm getting a bad vibe from this person? That's frequency. Like, we are vibrating, we're radiating, we're putting something out there. Now, because let me back up. In physics, I promise I'm not going to get technical. In physics, there's this phenomenon where two oscillators, basically two waves, right? Two waves, if held close enough, they will sync. If held close enough, they will sync. Pendulums on a shared surface will start to sync. Metronomes on a board, they will start to sync. Tuning forks, they will start to sync. Even even in a group meditation, like you're really in the zone, your heartbeats start to sync. It's called entrainment. Don't worry about the word. All you need to know is the stronger frequency always wins. It always wins. Now, granted, if you walk up against somebody and they got a negative juju, you will win if you hold your ground, because they can't they're going to have to do something, right? They're either going to have to back off or they're going to have to level up and come to your level and match your frequency. If you're around someone with bad juju and you say, I'm going to match your energy, words have power, you just lowered yours. That means their frequency was stronger than yours. So the stronger frequency always wins. And what you want to do is you want to be able to, not in an overpower, just outlast. Like, I have seen it. So think about this. If you're constantly surrounded by fear, doubt, drama, or people who play small, what frequency are you being trained and tuned into? You know the answer. I don't have to tell you all of that stuff. Now let's reverse that. What happens if you put yourself in proximity of power, of creativity, of being undeniable, of being magnetic, of being relevant, of being purposeful? That frequency becomes your new normal. Now, you can't just wake up one day and say, you know what, in my life, I am this. No, it's repetition. One of the things I do every day is I have an activate your day ritual that I do. And if you want it, message me or send me an email, connect with me, I'll send it to you. But I have a ritual that I do every morning before I touch my cell phone. You want to jack up your frequency for the day? Check Facebook. If you want to jack up your frequency for the day, pick up your phone. That will totally jack it up. You just taken that moment of glorious newness and freshness of a brand new day and you just put it in the trash. Just put it in the trash. You know, my mom used to say, and it's so true, you become who you hang around. Now, back then, I thought it was just a warning about, friendships. But it was actually, when I think about it now, it was actually an invitation to become what you're in proximity to, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, and physically when you can. Like, you can't fake frequency. You can't fake it. You can't fake it. You become it. And that's one of the things that when we look at where we want to be, the world doesn't respond to what we wish for or what we hope we could be. It responds to the vibration that we maintain. And even in situations that are like crappy as I don't know what, is if you're able to hold that vibration, because you can't fake the frequency, if you're able to hold it, then situations and people and things start to show up that are at that frequency level. So you have to actually be it before you become it. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. I hope you're getting it. If you're getting it, drop me some comments. Make sure that you get it, because I really this is huge for the time that we're in, because there's so much going on. You got to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, who am I becoming? Just by being near, what am I being near? What do I need to change? So I'm near something else. You you think, oh my, I have a motivation problem. I don't know why I can't do these things. You don't. You don't. It's a proximity problem. One of the things with my son is he struggled in high school. I'm talking see your way through high school. But yeah, he ended up getting into my alma mater and ended up coming out with above a 3.0 and 2 degrees. What shifted? It was a proximity problem. When he got into the environment where the expectation was higher and the frequency was higher, he performed at a higher level, higher frequency. He put himself in that environment repetitively so that he could perform at that higher level. Check yourself. Check yourself. If your radio station what? WQIP. If your radio station, which we aren't, but if your radio station is tuned to scarcity and you keep wondering why abundance won't show up, check your station, check your frequency, check your environment, check what you're reading, check what you're tuned into. When you're not thinking, your subconscious is thinking. When you're surrounded by noise and clutter and you're wondering, oh my gosh, why can't I get clarity? Why is there no clarity? It's because you keep sitting in that space. That's the frequency. You keep sitting there. And you're sitting in lukewarm rooms and you're praying for fire. It don't happen. Fire comes when you're in alignment, when you persistently, consistently place yourself in an environment where you ask yourself, what is my frequency today? What am I bringing today? Who am I being today? What is my intention? Setting your intention every day. Again, I got something. I didn't put it on my website, but if you want it, get in touch with me. I'll send it to you. So here's what you can do. Here's how you can shift. What frequency do you want? Is it a frequency of peace? Is it a frequency of power? Is it a frequency of wealth? Is it a frequency of expansion? Is it a frequency of love? Is it a frequency of um, irresistible? Is it a frequency of magnetic? Like what frequency do you want? And it's not always a financial number. It's a state. Because when you get in a state long enough, then the things they really do align. And when you get in a state long enough, the bottom feeders, you're not even aware that they're feeding. You're not even at that level. It doesn't even enter your radio station because you're not tuned into that. So you don't even know what's going on. That it's just wow. Is that really happening? Oh, okay. I'm not even there. Find people that already embody that place that you want to be. Now, when you first get into that environment, if you haven't been walking in that and striving for that and have that intention set, it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel weird. But continually expand your comfort zone and place yourself in spaces and environments that people are already doing that. One of the things that I do is a Grow Rich Mastermind. I'll put the link in the comments. Absolutely, you can tune into it. When I made a transition from employee to entrepreneur, I needed a new place, right? I needed an environment and people that would help expand that. And I found this mastermind community. There's no cost to be in it, and it's a way to put yourself in that environment. I'll make sure I put the information in the comments. And it's a phone call. Call them, listen, participate if you want to, but be in the environment. I think right now we're studying the 16 Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill. It's a short way to jumpstart your day and elevate your frequency. And that goes with the next one. Like, find a ritual that you tune into every day. Like, what is your ritual? I can share mine. I shared that on the Grow Rich Mastermind. Find a ritual that you can place yourself in. Start your morning with silence if you can. Move your body, right? Speak out loud, like speak your truth, be it, and choose different inputs that speak to, maybe you're not there yet, but they speak to where you're going. What does my energetic state need to be for me to be what I said I intend to be? Who do I need to be today in this moment so that I am being that and holding that space? Remember what I said earlier, the strongest one wins. The strongest one outlasts. Whatever you feed grows. The mind is powerful. If you feed weeds, you're going to get weeds. If you feed seeds and fruit, you're going to get fruit. And listen, I know it can be scary changing to a different radio station, going from AM to FM, FM to AM. Don't be afraid to release frequencies that no longer resonate with who you're becoming. Some energies serve who you once were. That's great. Just like some relationships do. Some people are in our lives for a season, some for a reason, some forever. Some energies that you once held on to, there's some that don't serve you. They're not good. And they can't sustain where you're going. I'm not saying forget them all. I'm saying, have that conversation and like, you know what? I honor you. I honor that place. You got to talk to yourself, y'all. You got to talk to yourself. I honor how you served me to get me through that. And then rise above it. Because it's not about, it's not just about your success. It's about how you get to choose what you tune into. It's about how your choice shifts a whole field. Your choice can make a whole new wave. And what's so wonderful about that is if you hold that frequency long enough, people will be attracted to it. And the right people will be in alignment with it. And the wrong people, they will fall away. So here's my call. Check yourself. Check your frequency. Get in the field. Get in your frequency field. Don't just admire the life that you want from a distance. Don't just talk about it. Put yourself in it. Put yourself like the Grow Rich Mastermind. Put yourself in the place. Put yourself in the car if that's a symbol for you. I have a vision board. And it's more than just a vision board. I literally put myself in the space of creating community. I put myself in the space of what more wealth looks like. I put myself in the space of impact and more influence and more income. Stand with it. Sit with it. Be that place of where you're meditating on it, not from a standpoint of negatively depressed because you don't have it, but from a place that what happens when you hold that proximity long enough? You just hold it. What was that song? And hold it. Cha cha slide and hold it. And hold it. When you hold it long enough, the old will fall off. Not by force. You become what you stay next to. One of the things I talk about in my community, Introvert Achievers Network, it's a community where quiet power is the norm, where you have a place to sit, you have a seat, and you have a podium, and we talk about frequency. Frequency is a strategy. You can find out more about the community and come in and take part and do some of the things that we're doing in here to help you grow, because sometimes you need a place that holds a higher frequency for you. Remember, I shared the story of my son. Higher frequency for you, and you start to pick up the frequency. You don't become like them, but you start to find your own vibe, your own zone that holds that higher frequency. And a rising tide, man, raises all ships. That's related to water, not frequency. But baby, 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 I have seen it happen. When you get in proximity with those who are looking to grow and their frequency is higher, your frequency will be higher. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. You can't always connect the dots going forward. I do know one thing that you can do if you want to increase your frequency is be in a state of gratitude. Seek it, find it. Even in situations that it looks like there's nothing to be grateful for, you become what you stay close to. It's a fact. That's what I wanted to share. Frequency is a strategy. A higher frequency, when you're in alignment with that frequency, you change the world. Legit change the world, starting with you. And it, you know, ripples out. All right. Talk to you later. Peace. Thank you for watching, listening, and subscribing. See you next time.